And then the following Sunday we do it. Now you guys stop typing pedo stash in the chat. All right, this is our last replay of the night. I'm going to share screen so you can see everything. Do you want to give us some info on this one? What's going on here?
Sure. So I'm Alexstrasza. This game was team league for like lower diamond. I think I was diamond 5 during this one. It might have been diamond 4 though, but it was most likely diamond 5.
Okay.
This game was mainly just for like general mechanics and just gameplay when you're even with your opponents. And then next week I'm gonna try and submit one for when you're behind, because that's what I struggle with, Alex.
Very cool. Do you just run Alex no matter what?
No.
Okay.
I'm a support man, so I play pretty much everything in support role.
My only concern is how infrequently she should be played on this map. I don't think this is a good map for her most of the time. Her maps are like Volskaya, Infernal Shrines, that sort of stuff. But yeah, it doesn't mean you can't get away with it in Hero League, but I definitely think there are better maps for her. Moving past that, only things you have to really be cautious of in terms of getting interrupted on Dragon Queen is Tychus, KT. Deckard can also interrupt you with Lornado, and Sleep, I guess. Silence, if she goes it. And obviously all of Stitch's abilities can interrupt you. So those are the things you have to watch out for. But seriously, the biggest thing is I personally, even though your support main, wouldn't be running Alexstrasza on this map. And if you do, I wouldn't be going Regen Globe either. This is going to be, like, you're going to complete it late. So you're kind of running it a little bit of a, what's the word? Disadvantage just right out of the gates, in my opinion.
Yeah. Part of the reason why I picked this specific game was because of the Ling Ming. I just said take the Globe Talent at level 1 so we could get her spell power in the middle of the map as well.
And she doesn't even go it. Feels bad, man. Okay, so if that is what you're going to do, then tell her too. Hey, I'm going...
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Also, I think I've been learning this one, especially at the higher ends of my climb into Masters. Man, don't like go your pick just because you want to like help out your teammate with a certain thing like that. I have been just kicked in the butt so many times over for making decisions like that. But yeah, moving past that, let's focus on the replay. That was close. What a weird draft. This shouldn't Varian be top? It's a rhetorical.
If I remember right, the Grey Man insisted on being solo lane.
It's an odd one.
Yeah. Questionable people. I think I was queuing with ETC if I remember right.
Okay.
Might have been Varian as well. Both their names look familiar.
Okay. Talents all seem High King's Quest. Yeah, you really hit the double whammy on this one. We got the comments Convection and Sylvanas in the same game. It's just...
Yeah.
Okay, so far really not a whole lot you can do. Oh gosh.
What I have learned more than anything is that you can never put it past people. Like, I still see games in Diamond with no tank.
Yep. I had to play a solo support Abathur game the other day. And while it's not like the worst thing in the world, it's still like, do we really have to put ourselves in this situation?
Yeah.
Because most of the time comps like that do require a little bit more cohesion, a little bit more of a dice roll. Yes, Shivy, and if KT gets MVP here, it's confirmed that Convection is better than Mana Addict. And I'll admit it forever, and I'll never go Mana Addict again in my entire life. Look at his name, too. Okay, is this guy... He's not Taunt, right? No. You were a Karazim I went over with, right?
Yeah, we've done Brightwing, Karazim, and then
Yes.
Alexstrasza.
Are you spamming Malfurion and Deckard right now?
No, I can't stand the two heroes, so I almost never play them.
What? Really?
Feels bad. Yeah.
You won't play them even though they're just good and will win?
I'll play them a little bit, but I just don't like picking them. They're really boring for me. This fight was a little weird. I get hooked here.
It's a really good hook, honestly. What are your spells at? Oh, god dang. Yeah, I have to tell you, just again, it's very important that you spam Deckard and Malfurion, because they are broken beyond all belief right now, and they will single-handedly change your rank from what it is now to being something higher. Because if you're finding yourself picking heroes like this, you're just going to put yourself at a disadvantage. But yeah, I'll continue to focus just on Alexstrasza, but I do want to say that as if you are a support main and you're not playing those heroes, it's a problem.
Yeah. I think the W was a little bit late there.
I can't tell your cooldowns, but yeah, that's why I was clicking on you. If you use it earlier, you live.
Maybe before the knockback. Or just moved into the abundance by the immortal.
Yeah, if you W faster. Ah, you get hit by the slam. That's so unfortunate. You press 6 to see your cooldowns. No, I can't. It's broken. That's the only real thing. I think you either maybe you can E away Sylvanas just to buy a little bit of time as well for her auto attacks. Oh wait, it's before this. And we spend like a couple seconds there, or not a couple seconds, like 1 second there walking. Yeah. If you walk first and double E them, you buy a bit of time because she can't auto attack you. You might even live because yeah, you might even live because of that. If you just walk a little bit to the left and then E both of them. And then use your abundance, walk a little bit, to the right, and then E both of them. I think you live there.
Yeah.
So just faster reactions in general.
For sure.
Yeah, I was saying left, but I meant right. But I was saying use your E to the left, but walk to the right. My confusion. Excellent. Oops. 12 so far. Actually not bad.
So for Alexstrasza's 4 and 7 talents when you're going W build, oftentimes I see like the June build with the exuberance and then the flower. But do you think that's still optimal? Like with how the meta has changed and everything? Like I was talking to I think it was, hang on, I can't remember the name. Let me find it real fast.
Okay.
I was talking to Owl about it, and she just says just go for abundance talents for 1, 4, and 7. Still.
If she's saying that, honestly, I would believe her over my opinions on the hero. And that's like sometimes you see June switch it up and change up the 4 and 7, but I think it's safe in general to run triple W. I honestly don't know a lot about Alexstrasza's talents.
All right.
But if Owl is saying, like, she literally spams that hero more than I think anyone in the world at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
And in a Hero League scenario, that information is actually really important. you know, what June might tell you is actually true for HGC level of play, but you're looking for Hero League and Team League. Here I would be with your team for sure.
Yeah, I think I say Greymane died, so I came up to catch the wave of soak.
Most of the time, always better to just make your teammates go and do that. It sucks having to do that as support.
Alright.
But I doubt they'll do it, honestly. Do you even lose the wave? No, because the wave was neutral.
It was at our tower, so I went up there and caught the wave
yeah.
there, and then it cleared.
Okay. Crosby's saying, into Stitches you want the self-movement speed. I think it can be useful. I don't think you need it though. Other heroes don't have self-movement speed and you can dodge hooks. You've got pretty heavy frontline emphasis. I think if you just play the angles right and play team fights right, you shouldn't need move speed. But that's just my opinion. But there's no question asked. It'll make it easier. Not just that, it'll make it easier to dodge gravity laps. Make it easier to dodge scroll of ceiling. Okay, you gotta be careful about these angles though. There you go. Oh, yeah, so like you're moving in so far. Positioning here is really bad. You'll get stunned too, yeah. So, play, I'll show you. Here. It's kind of your area of operation right here. Because, yeah, you step up way too far. You're further than any of your front line. You consider where the damage is.
That's brutal.
That sucks to see it, man. Then you use your Dragon Queen. Stun comes underneath, but at least it doesn't interrupt you.
Yeah.
Alright.
So we see Sylve top here, so I think we forced the find.
Just about to hit level 10. A good time to get a kill.
Hit him with a flex. 6 months. Let's go.
Go time. This is really sketchy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would give them... it's so bad, though, because if you give the objective, they have Sylvanas, and you just lose so hard. But I think it's better to give the objective and get level 10, and then fight Sylvanas when the Immortal pushes in. At least it's not a full shield one. Than fighting underneath the enemy Immortal before level, like, into level 10s. But...
Okay.
Again, it's the tough part, because, yeah, you're... No, that's the problem with doing support. Or not the problem with doing support replays. It's just the problem with supports in general. They're not massive playmakers most of the time. Unless it's the specific support on a specific map. Like Alex on Shrines or Volskaya, you can really, really dictate the state of the objective.
Yeah. That's part of the reason why I like her so much, to be honest.
Yeah.
Feels great.
Okay, here we go. Man, you're just going to rip the ult here? Okay, you don't even have to. They're all dead.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, off that engage, you immediately use your ult, but it's fine. Nice, now you get a free defense.
This was bad. I tried to ult out and it was just a little bit too slow.
Can you... No, what's the timer on it? I don't know. This Heroic's so troll, I just don't even know anything about it. After 1 second, okay, and Cleansing Flame takes longer than that. After 1.25 seconds, no reaction available, not even possible to do it.
Yep.
Oh well, you just die there no matter what. Unless you just realize, like, do you just step up too far against Mind Control?
I do.
Oh,
We were trying to dive her right there at ETC, so I walked away a little bit too slow.
Dang. Yeah, I think if you would have known that it was Mind Control, or maybe you did, but just weren't thinking about it.
Yeah, I didn't check. I should have, but I didn't.
This game really does have it all. One convection stack.
For sure.
Can I ask, like, people in chat, why do I see this? Is every single time I've seen Sylvanas in a replay, it has been on this map, and every single time the Sylvanas splits 24/7. Do you guys know why? Like, why this is something that happens? Do you people in chat think that this is the job of Sylvanas, to split push? I just want to read what people's reactions. I just don't get it. Holy, this guy sends Odin for defending a goat camp?
Nice. Yeah, so here we just wait out Odin, if I remember right. And then we fight again. Well, we kind of do.
Holy crap.
We get picked again.
Yeah. They died too, right? Right here? Oh no.
No, we lose too.
It's a tough game for you, man.
Yeah.
Really tough. We'll be back soon though.
So when should you be using Alexstrasza's E? Because if you spam it too much, you run out of mana really, really fast.
Yeah.
So I'm like, sometimes it just feels like an extra ability I almost never use, and other times I'm using it too much and run out of mana. So, do you have any tricks or anything for kind of balancing that out?
I think you kind of, like, the answers in the question. You should use it in scenarios where you're actually able to step up and use the ability. You don't have to be too close to use it, so that's nice. But if you know for a fact you can get consecutive casts onto targets that have flame buff it, then you should be using it, because obviously it's just 100% worth it there if you're hitting the same target over and over. But yeah, if you're just like trying to poke, that's not the right time to use it. Or if your team's about to engage, you can use it just to try to slow people down. But aside from that, I like, it's not meaningful damage. The only good, like, right, the point of it is to slow people down and to get the refund. If you just get it just for like poking at somebody, then it's a wasted ability and it's wasted mana. But you can also use it for checking bushes and stuff like that. So let's use this as an example. If your team steps up, like here, you see, like, there is a way that you can throw your E where no matter what, you're going to hit heroes, and it's just right in here.
Yeah.
So this would be a good time to use it. I would use it here. And you do. How does that miss stitches? And then you can consistently use it. But yeah, I think you have the right mentality. It's just, I don't even know unless it falls under those conditions, I wouldn't be using it.
Okay.
It's also really good if the minion wave's coming in as a line and you use it on the minion wave if you're able to.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, right. So close, but you get the kill here too. Like here would be a good time. Try to, yeah, exactly. All of those I think are perfect uses of it. Like, there's no reason why you shouldn't be using it there.
Okay.
Like, yeah, you don't get the reset on KT, but what happens if all of a sudden your Varian thinks that the last bit of damage is going to be you and you don't use it, and then KT escapes? Like, that would suck.
Yeah.
Okay, this game is opened up. Yeah, no reason to fight right now because you have top pushing. And I find in Hero League, I have to make these calls so often where this exact scenario will show up and I'll have to tell my teammates not to fight and just to wait and just kind of defensively position push out bottom if you can. Wait for them to start seeing this lower and then step in. Because you're just generating infinite pressure top. Fighting right now is actually a disadvantage for your team. You're also down cooldowns. No Dragon Queen. It's like them stepping up to even fight just means that they don't understand it. It probably also means that you didn't say it to your teammates.
Yeah, I didn't, I don't think.
What I think support players should do more of is shot call. Support, like you play from the back line, you're not bush checking. Support shot callers, I think, can be very effective in Hero League.
Alright, I'll work on that. So at 13, I took Pacify this game.
Yep.
When you're using Pacify, do you think you should use it for more like value, or do you think you should just siphon that cooldown around? Because you can get it back really, really fast with that second effect.
Yeah, dude,
Like,
I love the questions
obviously,
you
that
ask.
kind of depends on like the comp.
Exactly.
So like if an Illidan gets stimmed, you use it there. But like I find just like for your kind of average comp, like 2 tanks as support and then 2 like standard range DPS, when should you use it for them?
When they look to engage, I don't think you're ever going to get a lot of value off of it. Just like if you walk up and use it on their front line, if as soon as a team fight breaks out, that's when you should be using it. But I actually agree with you. I don't think you should like save it for the perfect moment in a perfect team fight. But so let's use this fight as an example. If you see someone get stitches hooked or something like that, and the team fight's breaking out, and you can get it reliably onto either one of Tychus or Kael'thas, I think you should just use it.
Okay.
There's no reason to hang on to it.
That's what I usually do, but like people get salty sometimes, so I'm just making sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you can negate damage, sometimes you'll miss it. Like you're not going to get perfect ones every single time, but yeah, it's better that you use it and be proactive to try to remove damage coming in than save it.
Yeah.
Especially against a comp like theirs, like you have to react like now if you're going to get it onto Kael'thas. This is slow, consistent damage. Exactly, you gave a good example. It's not like you're playing against a stimmed Illidan. It's not like you're, playing against anything like that where it's like, or like a nano boosted Gul'dan or something. Like something this is like a giant red flag. It's not like you're playing against that. So
yeah.
Bodied.
And that was kind of rough positioning. I walked right up into that abundance. That was way too far forward for me. That was kind of meant for frontline.
Oh yeah, right there.
Yep.
I can't even tell if you have Dragon Queen up either. It sucks. Really wish that these replays were fixed. Yeah, so far 2 or 3 times where your positioning was just way too far forward. What rank are you right now again?
In Hero League I'm like plat, I think 2 right now, and then in Team League I'm diamond, I think 4 right now.
Okay. The positioning is going to help a lot, reducing your death count. For the most part, Alex is a pretty safe support, so we've got how many deaths right now? 3? Yeah. I think that's a big thing you can work on.
Alright. And here we see not to cap, and then I think he's too slow if I remember right. I think it's on this game.
Okay, well you guys are just up. This is really big. Okay, let me look at this again. Need one of your warriors in the flank. Yeah, it's crazy that neither of them are. To me, that's
I
actually...
interrupted my ult.
Oh no, wait, how? Moving?
It was the mind control, so
Oh,
I channeled it right as she did.
No
And
way.
hers came off first. So I lost my ult there, and then she
Like,
basically
you guys
just
can still win this though. So this is something that you can work on, but I don't think this is your problem at all. Actually, you step up too far. Like here, you should be, yeah, in this area. You don't have to be this far up. But like if, like, let's look your perspective of the game right now. Look at this. You know Greymane's up here. Even talents. You guys are, you know, Kael'thas is stepping up. He's not afraid of you. Because if he, technically speaking, right now, if Kael'thas is here and the enemy team is like up here defending, he's dead, right? Stage dive comes in here and he's gone. So if your tanks aren't anchoring anywhere for you, you can't be here. And it is a tank problem, but it's something that if you notice in future games, get the hell out of here. Like mount up and go stand over here.
All right.
Because there's times like if I'm playing Hero League and I'm like watching what I'm doing and I'm paying attention to my mini map, I'll straight up say, I'll be like, I can't be here unless I have an anchor. And then I'll get up and walk away. Like I'll get up on my mount and walk away because I know I'm not allowed to be in certain places. Right now, knowing that this could be a 5v4, 4 enemy heroes in here, 4 enemy heroes in here or here, and this is a full collapse, sorry, 5v4 for the opponents, Greymane can't get here. You're caught this far up against the amount of CC they have, like you're just 100% dead. What if Deckard's right here? He walks in and he resident sleepers you. Right? And then they all engage on you. You're just absolutely boned.
And here I dragon form to try and get myself out of it, and then I just died anyway with dragon.
Somehow you guys still came out decent. In fact, on top. Oh, goodbye, Varian. Stitches died for it, too. Still out on top. Don't die, my son. Nice you. How many times has Kael'thas died? He has lost convection 4 times. Any March subs in my chat? Get some. I guess March Pyro doesn't work, but I'd give it to me anyways. Alright, 50%. I need a convection down emote in my Twitch chat, man. Okay. This is kind of an awkward moment in this game. Holy cow, okay. He's just in there.
Yeah.
Yep. Look how much like resources they're allocating to try to get to you though, like. Uh-oh. Sylvanas should be main point of focus. Varian's on his way back. I mean, the fact that your ETC just like stage dove in there is insanity.
Yeah, I think we are down a player at the moment as well.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Oh my gosh. Flout. So like there, I think you could have held the E.
Yeah, that one went upwards instead of just down. Yep. Or just not at all. Didn't really add anything either.
How do you shoot it up here, my guy?
I have no idea.
Okay. Level 20 off this fort push. So you guys should actually be looking to make some big plays here. Yeah, like honestly, I feel like you stage dive this. This guy's been making some wild stage dives. He should have stage dove instead of sliding. But
So here, do you think we get keep from this point?
yeah,
Okay.
yep. You guys
That's
have
what I
20.
said in the chat, but people weren't sure, so
Yeah,
you'll see what happens next.
Stage dive and dragon, and you literally walk at them. You have Onruby wings?
No, I want blessing and red from me.
Okay. I mean, you still have draconic. You can
Good stuff
absolutely get
today.
this.
Hashtag Tsun.
Yeah, step in for sure. Like, look how much damage is already taken. You just need them to attack you instead of the immortal. Immortal by
Yeah.
itself got the keep to half health. Ooh, good night. Holy, that root. Yeah, absolutely think you could have got that. It makes it a little bit difficult playing into the big red button now, but they weren't level 20 at the time. Yeah, this guy's dead. That was 100% keep. Oh, you guys don't try to end? Fair enough. You don't have to. You probably could have looked for it, though.
Yeah.
This next objective is going to be super free. It's another one of those moments where in here, like you guys just capping this camp basically just gives them free clear for it. If you can just hold off on it a little bit because they still had multiple dead and then cap it at the end. I have to tell my teammates in here like 24/7 to not cap. Literally all the time. Holy cow. And then you guys do this camp instead of racing. Yeah, that's also a huge problem.
Yeah, they'd been defending all game, so we didn't expect them to race here.
It's aggressive spawning though.
Yeah,
That's
that was
literally
my missed call if I remember right.
Yeah, it's like the only thing they can do is race. They can't go bottom, they can't go top. They can't do anything except race there. Now you guys are forced with the situation where you have to fight them underneath their immortal. It's actually really bad, but they get one shot, so it doesn't matter. Holy, this Kael'thas has had a video game. Jeez, eh? That's a rough one.
Just convection things.
Just convection things. Oh. Yeah, so you guys put yourselves in a really awkward position with the not doing damage thing. So
Should have turned on that Odin as well.
Yeah, let me talk about this real quick. I know you guys get the kill on Kael'thas, all that jazz, but I also get put into this situation over and over and over and over and over in Hero League, and I always have to say, literally, I'll like join comms just for this, and I'll type it out as well for the people that don't join comms. Look at the state of the map. Bottom lane has 2 catapults pushing. Top lane has double camp pushing onto the keep wall. The objective is spawned defensively for your opponents. You want to know the best thing to have happen to the opponents at this particular case? You guys fight them on the immortal. That is the absolute best fight they are ever going to get in this entire game for the rest of the game. All you have to do is not play HOTS. You actually just like position up here, wait for someone to show up here, then you step in and do some damage. You go push bottom wave. Have your tanks anchor in here. Go push out bottom wave. Force somebody to respawn down here. Force somebody to respawn up here. Then you step in. But giving them like an honest 5v5 under their immortal, literally the worst thing you guys can possibly do. And
yeah,
it's proven because like look, you get a 5v4 under their immortal and still lose it.
I think here the 3 of us should have turned on to Odin, because we saw them in Mosh.
Yep. Yep. He probably could have died actually. A lot of burst damage. Not sure if he had what was his 13? Okay, yeah, not sure if he still had that up or not, but still I think so too.
I'm not sure.
See, like when this happens, when Sylvanas shows, that's when you guys push in to get damage done. And like, look at bot, 3 katas. Like this will end the game. Now she has to show bottom. Like this would have been a free 30 seconds to step up in a 5v4. Tekis just told me to watch and learn, kiddo.
Nice.
Ooh. And the stage dive ETC actually paying some dues here. Okay, game over. Positioning, I'd say, is the biggest one for you. That was actually like the biggest thing all game. There's like 3 instances where you positioned really poorly, and then like the one bottom where you didn't have any info, so you can't position up that far.
Yeah.
And there's also the other time where you like drop your abundance and you walk into it and then get killed because of it. Stuff like that.
Was brutal.
But aside from that, like your cooldown usage, your ability usage, I think that's all fine. Build for the most part, like I think it's fine. Well, I actually don't have any problems. It's Blessing of the Red. I think it's not bad. I just don't think it's as good personally. Actually, it's fine. But yeah, the big thing is positioning for sure. Thank God.
All right.
Did you have any questions?
Yeah, just a few. So when should you be going Q build with Alexstrasza, do you think?
Yeah, see, like I don't know. I can be completely honest. There's some things about this game that I don't know. Honestly, I think you would have better luck asking somebody who's specialized in this hero, because this hero doesn't see a lot of play. I don't know stuff like that.
All right.
Yeah, so I can ask Owl Buddy for you, or ask June or something like that. I actually think your best resource would be Owl Buddy, even over June, just because June's is like a competitive specific, and like he doesn't play a whole lot of it in Hero League, but Owl Buddy literally spams that hero. She has multiple guides out for that hero, very proficient. So I would ask her personally talent specific questions like that.
Okay. And then do you think it's worth it to use Dragon Queen to save players when you're off an objective?
Yes. Oh, when you're off an objective?
Yeah.
No, like I would say 80% of the time, no. 20% of the time, sure. If the objective's just about to spawn and you don't need it to win the objective, but if you're putting yourself in a position where you're using it just to save somebody and now you're screwed for the objective, I think that's absolutely atrocious. And that's why I'm saying, like, I think it's like 80% of the time, no. And 20% of the time, yes. There is sometimes where it can definitely be useful. But it's all about like what happens off of it. Like, does that mean that you don't get the objective? Does that mean if that person dies that you lose, you know, X, Y, and Z? Can they invade on Volskaya and now take every item and now you just lose the objective anyways? You know, stuff like that. Like, what is the result of the death? But I would say most of the time, no.
All right, that's understandable.
And again, it's different when you're talking about Hero League and competitive. But perfect example. I also think it's bad to use Dragon Queen in situations where you're just fighting over something that might not even be worth it. Like, I was watching, or when I was casting Open Division the other day, there was a team that used Dragon Queen to fight over bottom side Infernal Shrines Khazra Camp. Want to know what happened when they won it? Khazra Camp walked mid, enemy team just cleared it. Objective spawns, no Dragon Queen up for the next little bit. It's like stuff like that you have to be cautious of. But yeah, I would say 80-20 on that one.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, I think that's it. Thanks a ton.
Right on, my dude. Thank you very much. Thanks for always bringing the support replays in.
No problem.
All right, I'll catch you later.